From buzzy debuts to new works by beloved authors, this year's Best Books of the Year so far list reflects months of reading and debating and championing the stories that stayed with the Amazon editors long after the final page. The result? A curated list of can't-miss reads across every genre. And joining us with details is Al Woodworth, senior editor with Amazon Books. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Linda.
So here in Florida, it's prime beach reading season, so let's dive right into your favorites. What is number one on your can't put down list for 2026 so far?
Our number one pick for the best book of the year so far is Kin by Tayari Jones. This is an unforgettable, heartbreaking, and redemptive portrait of two childhood friends who come of age together and navigate life's challenges. Love, marriage, money, if they have it, if they don't. It takes place in the 1950s and down in the South, but there are so many parallels to today. This is a book that sort of gets under your skin and stays with you and lives with you and breathes with you. We couldn't stop talking about it when we all read it, and so this was the obvious choice for number one. Our number two pick is Patrick Radden Keefe's London Falling. He is a master of narrative nonfiction. He wrote Empire of Pain, Say Nothing, and this latest is a devastating page-turning true crime story of a young boy who duped the wrong men and ended up dead in the Thames. It's a story of power, of money, of Russian oligarchs, of London history, and how to raise kids in an age when we can pretend to be somebody we're not online, whether it's true or not. This book reads like fiction. We absolutely loved it, and so excited for fiction and nonfiction readers to check this one out. And then our number three pick is Yesteryear by Caro Claire Burke. This is one of the buzziest books of the year so far. It's a psychological thriller that asks something deeper about the differences between who we are in social media and who we are in reality. It follows an influencer who one day wakes up in the 1800s and she doesn't know why, and it's not nearly as glamorous as she thought it would be. This book makes you look deeply about your relationship with social media and who you follow, but you also it also makes you think about judgment, and I think that's the point of it. Our number four book is Strangers by Belle Burden, which is another great read for the beach. I inhaled it. It's a memoir. It's a true story of what happens to a woman who one day her husband says, "I don't want to be married to you. I don't want to have a relationship with my kids," and walks out the door, and it's extraordinary.
Wow. Gosh, that's a strong one to end on. Curious how the editorial team determines which books makes the list. I mean, you kind of touched on it by the ones that you can't stop talking about.
Exactly. So the books that we put together in our top 20, these are the books that we can't stop talking about, that we want to recommend to everybody. And so we are reading all the time. We put together the best books of the month list. And then when it comes time this part of the year, we sort of take stock. We look back and try to figure out what are the books that have really stuck with us? What are the ones that we want to recommend to everybody? What are the ones that are going to make people excited to read, whether they're on a beach, whether they're at home? And this is the list that we came up with. There's a book for every kind of reader on this list, and that's really what we're trying to do, but also trying to surface the best of the best out of the thousands that we've all read.
So looking at the literary landscape this year, what do you see as the biggest book trends right now?
Yeah, we sort of touched on it with two of the books. We're seeing a lot of books that sort of are dealing with social media and this age of being online, the selves that we present, and then the actuality of our lives, the reality of it all. And I think that's really interesting. And there's some that are dealing with it in true ways, like London Falling. And then there's Yesteryear, which is just fun and pulpy and propulsive reads. I think so many of these books are looking at how we are seen and how we view one another, how we view ourselves, and then how we're seen in these books and how they sort of reflect the lives that we're leading. There's so many great books and so many amazing stories that absolutely touch on the lives that we're leading today.
Al, thanks so much for joining us. I know our viewers are going to be excited to go grab those books.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, viewers can go to amazon.com/bestbooks so far to find all of these great books and more.